of my favorite poems is one by Robert Frost I'd like to share with you. Two roads diverged in a yellow road, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as far as the passing there had worn them about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no steps had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. This past year, as many of you, like myself, we've been inside. We haven't been able to go out and do things like we used to. And I urge you, now that we're relaxing a little bit, pandemic seems to be more under control, get out more. Get out more. As soon as you can, as soon as you feel comfortable. Go into those places that you haven't been before, traveling down the road you've not taken in a while. Familiarize yourself with your surroundings and what's going on. We don't want to be isolated for too much longer. It's not good for us. We're social individuals. We need to be out. We need to socialize, whatever that means to you. So I encourage you, as the months progress, to get out and do that. Everything we need to know is out in the etheric waiting for us. All we need to do is tap into it. The only reason for us not knowing is because we're not receptive to the possible sources of information available to us. It is not always someone like Spirit appearing to us and sharing the information, or having a medium give us messages or greetings. We need to be open to other modalities of information sharing. As you're going down the road, you're looking at a sign. You read the sign, it makes you think of something else. That's a trigger. Spirit, the universe is trying to give you a message. It can be anywhere at any time. You can hear the songs today. It jogs a memory. It's an important memory because the universe wants you to go back and examine it for whatever reasons. Song playing on the radio, song playing in your mind. For the past 2 weeks, the song I can't get out of my head. And I go onto YouTube and I play it over and over and over. What is the meaning of this song to me? Why do I need to keep listening to it? I haven't figured it out yet. I'm a little of a slow learner at times. But I'm trying to understand what the universe wants me to do and how the universe wants me to understand the song. A memory from your youth. This past few weeks, I've been getting memories from things of years past. Again, the universe is trying to remind me of something. And it's up to me to listen, to be receptive, and to be open to all the different possibilities of why. Why and what am I supposed to do with this? So you have to be open. Listening to a conversation, individuals for some reason will just say something to you. Well, why did you say that to me? What was the meaning behind it? Well, maybe they don't know, but it's something you need to hear. It could be a conversation you overhear in a restaurant, here at the church, anywhere. It triggers memories for you to think about and to work on. So, yes, even your dreams. I've had some odd dreams. I don't know what they mean, always, but it means something. Something I need to go back and look at and remember and try to make the connection, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Everything we need to know is in the etheric, waiting for us to tap into. We just need to open and listen and be receptive. Open and trusting that the information the universe is sharing with us is something we need to hear. And the universe will keep bringing it to us until we get it. The universe is always doing its part, sending us the information. We need to do our part by listening and becoming an active participant in what we're hearing or seeing. I've been a classroom teacher for many years, actually starting back in '89. I'm old. Now I'm a district administrator, but primarily I've only worked with students with disabilities. Mental disabilities, physical disabilities, emotional disabilities. That's always been my primary concentration. I have worked with students without disabilities, but primarily students with disabilities. Lately, the universe, as I've been saying, has been reminding me of events that happened a number of years ago. And when I was working in an elementary school, part of my schedule at the school was at lunchtime, I was to relieve a student assistant and sit with a student who's on the autism spectrum, just during lunch. And that was my job every day, for 30, 40 minutes to go into the lunchroom with 250 other students and just have lunch. Now, imagine 250 9 and 10-year-olds at lunch. What are they talking about? What are they doing? Lots of energy there. Lots of noise, if you know what I mean. Good noise. So sitting in the lunchroom with 250 elementary students is an eye-opening experience, if you have not done that. You can learn a lot just by listening to the conversations around you. And sometimes the conversations, the students come to you. They come to you directly because they want to sit by the adult. They want to talk to the adult. So it's at that point you need to make a decision. The decision needs to be made. Am I going to listen and learn from a 9 or 10-year-old? Or will I choose not to participate in their conversation and possibly not gain the knowledge they're sharing or trying to share? While sitting in the lunchroom, Johnny sat down next to me and he started to whistle. Just quietly whistling to himself. He paused and he asked me, "Do you know what I just said?" And I said, "No, I really don't." I said, "Good morning. I was speaking in bird talk." Okay. I've been practicing and I've become good at it. Would you like to learn how to speak bird talk, Mr. Kent? I paused and I had to ponder. What are my options? Seriously considering his proposal, because he was serious. I had to reflect on my past experiences and weigh it against my future opportunities to talk bird talk. So what am I doing? I'm overanalyzing the situation. Overanalyzing it. I tried to learn Spanish twice. Once in high school, once in college. I was never good at it. I never practiced it. Even though here in Florida, I should have had lots of opportunities to practice, but I didn't. I just gave up. So thinking of my past experiences, it outweighed my current opportunities. With a smile, I said, "Not today, Johnny, but thank you for asking." Then I started, thinking this through. I mean, really. How would I even practice bird talk? Who would help me on my path in mastering this new language skill? Thoughts going through my head, irrational reasoning, justifying my choice not to participate, talking myself out of it. Johnny turned back to his lunch and continued to eat, never giving it another thought, just quietly whistling away his bird talk. I, on the other hand, started perseverating about it. I'm wondering, did I really miss an opportunity to learn something new? Maybe I could have been the next Dr. Dolittle. I could talk to the animals. Make a lot of money, perhaps, at talking with animals. Who knows? I was presented with a unique opportunity, and without even trying, I said no. At that moment, I actually became the person with a disability, because I chose it was not in my capability to learn something new. I chose to be the disabled person at that time. I did not value his knowledge, did not want to participate in the experience. I was losing out at that moment. We do that a lot. Sometimes we choose to take the easy route, which is the route to not to participate, the route to say no. I don't want to learn anything new today. I'm too tired. I've had a hard day, whatever the reason. Opportunities are presented to us, and we either overlook it or we brush it aside in these type of circumstances. We don't always look at the big picture. Instead, we look at one or two pieces of the puzzle instead of looking and seeing how they all fit together. We say, I can't do it, or I don't have time. So I missed out on that opportunity. Johnny never came back and asked me again if I wanted to learn bird talk. While sitting in the lunchroom, Billy sat next to me. He said, I learned a new trick. You can actually touch my forehead, tell my brain to forget the number 3. Would you like me to demonstrate it, Mr. Kent? Again, I paused to ponder my options, seriously considering his proposal. Again, I had to reflect on my past experiences and weigh it against my future opportunities to be able to make someone forget the number 3. I had no past experiences on this. I couldn't think of any opportunities I could use it. So my response was, no, not today, but thank you for offering. To my surprise, Sally, who was sitting in front of Billy, got all excited. Do it on me, she exclaimed, over and over. Do it on my brain. Let's try. Billy asked her to count from 1 to 5. So she did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he touched her on her forehead and said, you will now forget the number 3. Now count to 1 to 5, Sally. She said 1, 2, 4, 5. She got all excited. You did it, she cried out. I don't remember the number 3 anymore. Oh, goodness. So I'm sitting there watching this event play out. I'm wondering what just happened here. He touched her forehead, and she actually forgot the number 3. What kind of reality shift just took place here? What kind of superpowers does Billy possess? I might not have been interested in before, but now I'm all in. I want to know how he does it. So I sit and wait watching this scenario play out. After a few minutes, Sally got all excited. She goes, "Please, please touch my forehead again. I need to remember the number 3. Mom's going to be upset if I don't know it, and I have lots of math homework tonight. So I need to know the number 3. So Billy leaned over, touched her forehead, and said, "You now remember the number 3. Try it. Count to 5. She said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With a big sigh of relief. All was well in the lunchroom again. Balance was restored. For Sally now remembered the number 3. There are life lessons all around us. Sometimes we are the student. Sometimes we are the teacher. The roles change daily. The universe puts us in situations for us to learn and to grow from. I was choosing not to grow. We can choose to embrace it or we could repel it. As I'm learning in life, it's better to embrace it because the universe has the tendency to keep bringing it around if we ignore it or if we try to repel it. The universe keeps sending experiences our way for us to actually learn. But we have to be active participants. I'm not 100% sure what I was to learn from the bird talk or erasing the number 3 from someone's memory. But I do know that, like I've said, I was not an active participant. I sat on the sideline watching instead of getting more involved. We need to get involved as much as possible. While sitting in the lunchroom, Bobby sat down next to me with a few of his friends, talking about what normal 10-year-olds talk about. Bobby was sitting in front of me. He said, "Mr. Kent, if you had a chance of any superpower, what would it be?" Superpower. I had to think. At that moment, all I could think of was Superman. That's who I grew up with. He was the man of steel. He had X-ray vision. He could fly. Very strong individual. So I said to him, "Yeah, I want to be Superman. I want to fly." So Bobby reached under the table, looking left and right as if he had a secret hiding place under there in the lunchroom. He pulled out a penny. He said for me to take the penny home, put it under my pillow, and within 2 days, I would have my superpowers. So I said, "I'll be able to fly?" He says, "Yes." How many of you would have taken that penny from the 10-year-old and put it under your pillow? Well, I did.
Really?
Another missed opportunity. The universe was possibly granting me my wish that I've always had to be able to levitate. But no, I chose not. The universe was doing its part. I was not doing my part. These stories of the school cafeteria are from a few years ago, but the universe keeps bringing them up to me lately, for whatever reason. Memories that I need to learn something again from. The universe keeps reminding me of these. I need to make the effort to figure it out. Reminding me to look for the answers to the questions I seek. Reminding me to be more imaginative and inquisitive like I was when I was younger. Reminding me to smile more. Stop thinking and overthinking and stop being so serious. I believe that's what the universe is trying to tell me. As I've stated previously, the answer to the questions you have could appear anywhere at any time. In the form of a dream, a chance meeting with a stranger, a lyric from a song playing on the radio or here at church, or even from a 10-year-old sitting in a school cafeteria. The universe listens to us. We must also listen to the universe. Now this week, after I started writing this, every morning as I went into my office, there's a mailbox. There's been a mockingbird sitting there. I said, missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. That mockingbird wants to talk to me and tell me something, but I never learned bird talk. So I think maybe the bird was rubbing it in my face or something. I don't know. If I had learned bird talk, we could have a conversation. Sometimes you're the teacher in that situation, you talk. Sometimes you are the student in that situation, you listen. You have choices in your life. Choose wisely. Gifts are presented to you daily. Accept them. Accept them. Don't do what I do and try to overanalyze everything. Just accept them. Never dismiss a chance encounter wherever you are. There's lessons to be learned and to be reminded of. Always remember. Learn and grow. And until our paths cross again, God bless you on your paths. Thank you.